Right, okay, good morning and welcome back to Untitled TV. Just myself, the average golfer, again this morning at Clark's Golf Centre. Too cold for Joe, he's tucked up in the office doing plenty of video editing. Some exciting stuff going on really, and well, when I say exciting, it's the editing of the bloopers video for 2016, which arguably is our best content of the year, to be quite honest with you. And last year it was our biggest viewed video. See what happens this year, but it's due out in a week or so's time, our little Christmas special, so keep your eye out for that one. Anyway, that's where Joey is. But I'm back out at Clark's Golf Centre. It's Tuesday morning, not our normal Monday morning jaunt, and I've got the wrong club in my hand. Good start to the morning. We'll get onto that later, but we've had a look at that one already. That was the hybrid from Srixon. And we did the whole Srixon range and went glowing reviews and reports. As you well know, ended up in me buying a new set of irons. And at the time we were waiting for this, the club we're about to review is ZU65, which is this utility iron, driving iron. Again, whatever you wish to call it. We didn't have it in at the time in terms of a model to test, so finally got our hands on it. I had a quick hit last week when we were looking to gap the bridge between a 4-iron and the next club up in the bag, and it was literally just 2 or 3 strikes with it. So we're going to have a better look at this one this morning, get some stats and numbers and see where it fits in the range, see if it fits into your bag, see if it'll perhaps fit into my bag. But yeah, so it's going to be a 3 20 degrees aloft driving iron. Change the camera position, got to do it myself, no Joey as I say, and get into some balls, see how this one performs. Right, okay, so camera position changed, all good to go. Few hits to this one off camera, literally it's been sort of half a dozen to get warmed up, but yeah, feel ready to go. So SkyTrack's plugged in, different camera angle over there for a change. Let's see what we can have a mess around. New camera just arrived yesterday, so we'll be playing around with that one and seeing if we can give you some different shots from inside of the bay. Make it a little bit more interesting, or maybe not. Anyway, ZU65 from Srixon. Fantastic range that Srixon have produced in the last few months, and with fear of repeating myself, ended up buying a set of irons based on the back of it, and couldn't end up with more in the bag because the driver featured as #1 in our rankings of the top 5 drivers for 2016. So yeah, plenty of likes as far as Teal are concerned. Anyway, performed really well. So this one, like I said, was missing at the time in terms of a demo club. ZU65 utility iron, driving iron, whatever you want to call it. So let's start off with the aesthetics first of all. And I think the aesthetics is key in this because, again, to me, this is aimed at a certain level of golfer. I don't think everybody will be, and when I say everybody, I'd say higher handicappers. And include myself, don't forget I play F8, so I review these products in the, from the perspective of the average golfer. So for me, you're sitting effectively an iron behind the ball at address with very little loft on it. So those sort of negative vibes start to come through. It is effectively, it's a 3-iron, it's a chunky 3-iron, but effectively that's what you're going to sit behind the ball. Now I think that could be the first thing that's slightly off-putting to the higher handicappers. Maybe, I don't know. But ultimately, if the performance is good, we'll soon change our opinions in terms of how it looks behind the ball. That'll soon be forgotten. So like I said, chunky sole, fairly inch thick. Again, this support back that's appeared in the irons that I've purchased, again, is a very nice looking club. A bit of high chrome and a bit of matte chrome finish, but they're really classy looking things. And in terms of the shaft, again, it's this, again, we tried this in the 3-wood and the driver Miyazaki shafts, and I'd never hit a golf club with these shafts in them before, but I certainly found them very favourable in terms of my swing. It was a stiff shaft, but again, yeah, performance was ultimately very, very good. So when the ball is sat at address, like I said, you've got a fairly thick top line, and you'll see a little bit of the sort of bulbous back that appears from above when you're, like I said, at address, but it's still a fairly small club. I keep saying that, I don't almost put myself off this before I've hit it. Anyway, enough of that, let's hit some golf balls. Now then, If you watched last week, you'll know I forgot to record the data that I was hitting, so yeah, make sure at least I've pressed record this time, so you'll see some of these balls and where they appear as they go. Right, so SkyTrack set up. We're slightly, we've got a bit of work going on in the driving range at the moment, so we're slightly down the left of the target. So let's hit the first one. Fantastic launch angle. That's a decent ball to start with. Should have had a better look at our target line. So we're slightly left of target, which you're seeing now. Look at the performance. 206 carry, 224 overall. Now that's pretty impressive. Like I said, target line, if I can aim just slightly down that right hand side, I think maybe, on this second ball. The first noticeable thing was it was a decent strike. Excuse me, my sniff, this cold just doesn't seem to go away. That's a bit of a slightly high cutty one. Pause for breath as I wait to see performance again. So the high cut rather than slightly turned over ball results in a change in the distance there. So 188 carry, 204 in terms, but it was a less than convincing strike, but again, performance was good. Launch, 21 degrees, and this certainly gets this ball airborne quick and easy. Oh, and that's not a nice one. I've been over, again, people who watch the videos quite regularly. Did we pick that one up? I don't think we got that one, no, we didn't get that on camera. Perhaps a good thing actually, because it wasn't the best. Yeah, for those who watch my videos quite frequently at least, you'll know that my bad shot is a bit of a hook right to left. So I've not been playing too great of late, and every now and again over the years I'll dip back into hitting a fade as my sort of go-to shot, if you like. It's certainly a bit safer than the snap hook from right to left. And played Friday afternoon, and I thought, you know what, this isn't working, I'm going to go to my little fade and see how we get on. Hit the ball really well, and you start to think, should I be, you probably lose a club or two in terms of distance, certainly a club I would say, for a fade, but in terms of controlling the golf ball, it seems to be a little bit easier. So watch this space. Maybe my, well, draw is polite I suppose, but maybe my draw will go and I'll become a fader of the golf ball in the weeks ahead. Right, next one. See, that's that just slight bit of cut. It's a really nice strike. I'm going to say I hope we got that one. So you'll see a slight bit of cut, but it's bringing it right back to centre. But imagine decent performance. We're getting these balls out the middle consistently out the club. That's a pretty impressive hit. So 209, 227 overall. The 3-4 balls, we recorded 3 in terms of the data. 4 shots overall, we lost one, don't forget, have all been from a tee. So I've slightly, I'm just going to move the SkyTrack forward a tad, and I'm just going to hit a ball from the deck, because this is an important factor for me. In all honesty, that's on the tee, picking it up clean off a tee peg from, like I said, from the tee as a first shot would be a nice little option. Wasn't fazed by that at all. The argument for me with this club is its versatility, so hitting from the deck. So if I was on a tight lie on the fairway, I play at a links type course, I suppose you'd call it. And again, fairways in the height of summer, very, very tight and bald, and would I like to be playing this off a tight lie? So we're going to put one, this is off the floor on the mats, and let's see how it does in terms of performance now. So just straight away you see that little bit of mat first, slightly lower ball flight, that changes a lot. I don't know why we're having these little issues this morning in terms of picking up the data, but that didn't record that one either. But what I can report back to you was, like I said, it was a slightly lower ball flight, a little bit of ground first, or mat first in this case. Right, come on, let's get a bit of data on it. Too much cut, but we need some data. Why isn't it picking it up? Absolutely bewildered by that. Let's get it down onto the same level. That could be an issue. Give me, I'll probably do a bit of a time lapse at this point. Right, try again. So, got the Skytrack back on the same level as the golf ball. Let's see how we get on now. Oh, that's a decent strike. Picked that nice and clean. And we got some data. Slight, maybe crossed over a little bit in terms of the trying to hit that fade. We see 229, 208 carry. That's not much difference to the shot from the tee, and I picked that up quite cleanly off the deck, wouldn't have an issue with that at all. Let's hit another one and again see if we can get some data for you, seeing as we've lost a few. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, plenty of sniffs this morning. That cold just doesn't go away. That's a long carry. Again, my little cut seems to be quite nice at the minute. I'm quite controlling that, quite comfortable with it. So 203, 222 overall. Spin rate's 3,500. They're all pretty decent numbers. And in all honesty, I've had no problem in getting that ball airborne, if you like, from the tee or from the deck. So the answer to the question, or my question I had in my head, was how would I like this off a tight lie? These mats are fairly tight, so yeah, I wouldn't have a problem. Let's see if we can hit one more before we draw this to a close. Excuse my sniff, it's terrible. Now again, pull that one down the left hand side, and for whatever reason, again, I'm not sure what the issue is this morning, but that's not picked it up on Skytrack either. But nonetheless, let me give you an explanation. Pulled a little bit down the left. Again, sort of double crossed it a little bit in terms of the fade, but I'll be working on that through the close season. But in terms of numbers there, I would think that what I can report, it was very similar in terms of distance to the other shot, so I'm guessing. So, but it'll be around that 220 mark, I would think, very similar to the previous shot. So my assessment would be this. Superb performance yet again from the Srixon range. Aesthetics really up my street in terms of how they look. It's a very clean looking club. Really impressed with this whole range, like I said, and the performance was superb. Got most of those balls, you can see the marks we've left, most of those balls out the middle of the club face. Easy to get the ball launched, plenty of distance in that, so 3. I'd be happy to hit that sort of nice and controlled 220 off the tee. That'd be certainly a nice go-to sort of club. So my only reservation would be certainly off the tee, off the fairway. I'd never obviously look to play that from a lie in the rough, and I think that's possibly just where the utility sometimes has a little bit of added advantage in that you may be prepared, and when I say utility, the traditional hybrid club, you may have a little bit more sway towards that in terms of taking one out of a little bit of a longish rough, but I don't know, that's again very much a personal thing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Sorry about the little bit of, I don't know, a bit quirky this morning on the Skytrack, but I think we got enough numbers to tell the tale, so hopefully you enjoyed it. As ever, don't forget, subscribe to the channel, comments down below, love to hear from you. Thursday night golf show now is 8:30 every Thursday night, bit of fun. So again, get involved and watch that, and as ever, follow us on Twitter, get to tupro.co.uk, leave some golf course reviews. Right, that's enough plugs. Like I say, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week on Tupro TV. Thanks, bye.